Hello everybody. Welcome to another episode of Prep with Miss Pam. Today I want you to just come along with me and let's talk about how important it is to accentuate the vowels when we're teaching beginning reading, as well as teaching them the difference between phonetically regular words and sight words. Sight words are words that I have written on this board. As you can see, I've written the words my, was, are, and to. So what I like about the reading program that I've used for several years, which is the Orton-Gillingham program, teachers are taught to use the word red words, but words that don't follow the phonetic pattern. Phonetically regular words are words that do follow a phonetic pattern and can be sounded out. They are words like cat, hit, dog, wig, pet, all of those what we call CVC words, consonant, vowel, consonant, and they have three letters with a short vowel sound in the middle. Those are always the beginning letter and word patterns that beginning readers are taught. But in addition to learning how to sound out those three-letter words, they're also taught sight words or red words, and those words are taught through memorization and introduced through stories and books. But for children who learn differently or think differently, they're looking at these words and trying to figure out why don't they make the sounds that you're practicing with them every day. So I want you to put yourself in the mind of that child who learns different and who has not been exposed to reading all their lives and words and books, and think about how confusing the word my would be to them. They really haven't been taught yet that Y is also a vowel, that the vowels are A, E, I, O, U, sometimes Y, and sometimes W. So we have to let them know early in the word my, although it's a red word, the Y is operating as a vowel, because keep in mind in their head, Y says ya, as in yellow and yo-yo. But why is it in the word my? If we don't clarify that, that's going to be one of those concepts that confuses them and make them kind of shy away from reading early. We have to break up those confusions and explain why is sometimes a vowel and sometimes a consonant. It can operate as both. I remember when I was in school, when teachers would say sometimes Y is a vowel, I didn't understand what they meant by that, but what they meant was Y operates as a vowel as well as a consonant. Okay, and again, put yourself in the mindset of a child who's been taught that A says ah, but you're telling them this is the word was. Johnny was at the park. You have to tell them that this is a sight word or a red word, and that the A is making the schwa sound. Vowels are important, but vowels can make various sound. And in the word was, it's making like if you have a student's name whose name is Aaliyah, it's in her name, the sound, or Keisha or Isaiah. A can make that sound. Take the time to do that for our children because it helps them. Okay, let's look at the word are, and you may use it in a sentence. You are my friend. That child who thinks differently, and that's why I don't like to say learning disability. They learn differently. They're thinking, oh, you taught me that R is a letter. So what is R? You have to explain. R is the name of a letter, but it's also a word. And you hear that word in the sentence, you are my friend. And the two vowels in the word are the A and the E, but the E does not make a sound in this word. That's why it's a red word, because you're not hearing the E going eh. You're not hearing the A say ah. We don't sound out words that are sight words or red words. Okay, and finally, let's look at the word to. For children who have been taught that T says T and O is ah for octopus, why would this word be to? Because it is a red word. And red words mean stop. Don't try to figure it out, or don't try to use your sounds for the word, because the word has its own spelling and it doesn't follow the sounds that we are learning in the alphabet. So it's important that as you're introducing those red words, that you're discussing them. You're discussing those concepts that are confusing about them. You can say, I like how some programs say you could teach them that the W is making this regular sound, but the A and the S are not, because was, it sort of sound like a U and a Z. Or you could say that M is operating like we know the M operates and goes but the Y is not. You have to make sure that you are covering those concepts if you want to build a nation of readers. That's what we're planning to do, guys. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time on Prep with Miss Pam. Have a great day.